The call came at 4:13 p.m., a time too late for accidents and too early for emergencies. Her voice wasn't trembling. That was the first warning. "Don't wait up tonight," she said. "We're doing a last-minute rehearsal for the promotion event." Rehearsal? She'd never rehearsed anything a day in her life. I stared at the muted phone screen long after she hung up. A strange calm settled over me, quiet, heavy, like snow burying sound. Then, an hour later, a message appeared. A picture. Her. At the company bar. Glass in her hand. Leaning too close to the man she once called more like a brother. No caption. Just the picture. Sent by a number I didn't recognize. My heartbeat didn't rise. My breath didn't hitch. Everything simply narrowed. Like the world had been reduced to a corridor and all that existed was the end of it. I stared at the photo until the pixels blurred, until her smile stopped looking like hers. Then I did something I didn't think I'd ever do. I saved the picture in a locked folder and sat in silence counting the seconds until I knew exactly what I needed to do and who I needed to become to survive whatever was coming next. And whatever this was, it was already coming for me. My wife, Ayla, had spent the last few weeks bathing in late-night meetings, sudden deadlines, and unexpected strategy sessions with her new CEO. She said it was normal, growth, opportunity, corporate season. I wanted to believe her. I did believe her, until little fractures began forming beneath her explanations. The way she started leaving the house already dressed to impress. The way her best friend, Daniel, suddenly reappeared in her stories, conveniently woven between meeting notes and department gossip. The way her eyes stopped landing on me fully, hovering, sliding, avoiding. But it was the way she touched her phone as if it were breathing that told me everything I wasn't ready to hear. I watched, quietly, like a man observing his house walls for cracks after hearing them whisper in the night. The emotional distance, the polite kisses, the practiced smiles. I didn't accuse her, didn't question her, because silence is a better witness than anger. It sees more. And something inside me whispered that there was a truth crouching in the shadows between her words, a truth waiting for the right moment to bare its teeth. The investigation began without ceremony. I moved like a ghost, calm, orderly, invisible. Phone records first, long calls during midnight hours, always between the same pair of numbers, her best friend, her CEO. Then receipts, wine bars nowhere near the office, 2 plates, 1 bill. A hotel charge she claimed was a corporate retreat, but was purchased on a night she said she was home late because she was helping an intern with paperwork. I didn't confront her, not yet. A confrontation gives the guilty a chance to rewrite the script. I wasn't interested in rewrites. I wanted the unfiltered, unedited truth. I gathered evidence quietly, every piece a puzzle fragment, every fragment fitting too perfectly. But the last piece came from the same unknown number as before. Another message, another picture. This time her hand rested on the CEO's chest, her head leaning toward him with the kind of innocence only a guilty person performs. The caption finally appeared. "Thought you should know before the party tonight." The party. Her promotion celebration, the place where I was expected to smile, applaud, and thank the world for helping my wife ascend. I stared at the text, unblinking. The night wasn't coming. It had already arrived. The physical proof arrived an hour before I had to leave for the event. Phone backups, hidden chats, screenshots from someone inside the company, someone who had clearly been watching her long before I opened my eyes. Every message between her and Daniel, every late-night exchange with her CEO, every plan, every lie. They painted a picture so complete it felt surgical. 2 affairs, running parallel, intersecting behind my back, for months. When she finally came downstairs, glittering dress, guarded smile on her lips, she didn't notice the folder in my hand. "Aren't you going to congratulate me?" she asked. I handed her the folder. She opened it. The moment stretched. The air thinned. Her smile died in slow motion. "What is this?" she whispered. "A mirror," I said softly. She looked at me then, really looked, not as a husband, but as a man she had never managed to understand. She was the one shaking, not me, not anymore. The party was a cathedral of applause and ambition. Isla stood at the center, drowning in praise. Then came her toast. "To the love of my life," she said, lifting her glass, "and my #1 supporter." The room applauded. Chairs shifted, heads turned toward me. So I stood, calm, collected, obedient to the script she thought she controlled. But then her gaze slid past me, landing on Daniel. "You," she said, smiling too brightly, "can leave." The room froze. Then she leaned in and kissed him, right there, in front of everyone. I didn't break, didn't flinch. I only turned and began walking toward the exit. But before I reached the door, someone else stood, her CEO. He didn't look at her, he looked at me. Then, in one perfectly timed movement, he raised his phone and projected every screenshot, every message, every photo onto the giant LED screen behind her. The same proof I had shown her privately. The room gasped. Isla's face shattered as her betrayal unfolded in 4K in front of her entire company. Her promotion, her power, her image, all collapsing, exactly as she deserved. I didn't stay to watch her fall apart. I didn't need to. Some collapses echo long enough without your presence. Outside, the night was quiet and strangely hollow. I felt no triumph, no anger, no grief. Just clarity, a clean, surgical cut separating before from after. And as I walked away from the building, from her, from the life she buried with her own hands, I realized something simple, brutal, and final. She never expected consequences. But I was always the quiet one, and the quiet ones are the ones you should fear.